Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we have the 2-month update on this super sealant, ceramic coating light, whatever you want to call it, test we have going here on the test panel. So we've got the 4 products applied 2 months ago. Panel has been outside in the elements since the first week, and we have done a couple of washes since. So the last video was at 1 month. Had a bunch of people comment and say leave it until it's at 2 months. So to see if we can see any real change. I have done 1 wash off camera in that time. And what I did is actually washed it and then didn't dry it. So I left it out in the sun to see if they will water spot. And we definitely got some water spotting on some of the products, some more than others. You can probably see it here on the Carpro, on the Gyeon, a little bit on the Fusso coat, and not so much for the Meguiars. So yeah, I thought that would be interesting, something to check rather than drying it. I thought I'll just leave it with the hard water that I use to rinse. So yeah, with that said, let's just quickly go over the products that we are testing in case this is your first time watching one of the videos in this series. So we have the Meguiars hybrid paint coating kit. We have Carpro's Cquartz Lite, Gyeon Can Coat Evo, and Soft 99 Fusso coat. So 6 months plus claimed durability, 1 year, 1 year, and 1 year. So we're going to see how that all plays out over the course of probably a year or so on this panel. So got the hose. Let's just go ahead and give it a first rinse, but I will change the spray pattern first. Just going to rinse it down first. You can see they are all still looking really good. And you can see the sections where we are applied. So we've left the edges clear, with a little line in between each product, and the other edge clear over here as well. So you can clearly see where each one is applied. So with that rinsed down, go ahead and do our wash. So we have some Carpro Reset in the bucket here. Just going to do as you normally would if it was your car that these were applied to, and just give it a quick basic wash just in the sections that we have products applied basically. And still, if you have been watching for a while, you'll know that I've been pointing out while doing the washes, the Meguiars, that section really seems to just repel the soap. So would lead me to believe it's more chemical resistant. I'm not going to go ahead and spray harsh chemicals on it. I just don't really like those types of tests. I don't really think they show much, but they have their place, I'll say. It's just not what I want to do. I want sort of more real life, close to real life testing. But yeah, if that's something you're into, you can see that it's repelling the soap at least. Will it repel harsh chemicals? I can't say, but it is definitely the only one really repelling the soap out of these 4. And as for which one's looking the best still, the Carpro. When I was bringing the panel in, it was noticeably the darkest product. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to rinse these off. Once we've done that, we've got a thorough rinse done. We will then bring the other camera in nice and close, just so we can see if there has been any change, compare them directly, and also do our misting test to check the beads. Okay, so with the panel now washed, let's just bring in the camera nice and close so we can check out each product. So first up is the Meguiars hybrid paint coating. So what we're going to do is in this function try and just flood each section. As they do start to fail, you'll find that we're able to start flooding them. It'll show that they are slowing down in their hydrophobic behaviour. But for now, you can see the Meguiars far too hydrophobic. It repels the water as soon as it touches. So it is still looking really good. We'll move over a little bit, check out, and I'll try and also make sure you can see the product written at the bottom. So we've got the Carpro Cquartz Lite now. Also very hydrophobic, basically looking unchanged as far as I can see. So yep, hasn't slowed down at all as yet, which we'd expect at 2 months, but with only a 6 months durability claim, almost, you know, at 2 months you'd expect to see a change. But I think the 6 months durability claim from the Carpro is on a little bit of the optimistic side, or pessimistic, I can't remember which way it would be, but yeah, I think the 6 months, it's actually going to do a lot better than that. Now for the Gyeon Can Coat Evo, this stuff is incredibly hydrophobic, and still, that is still the case. So yeah, looking really, really good. Last up is the Soft 99. So this one is the first time I've used it, but always heard good things, and it is so hydrophobic, as you can see. Just take a look at that. Compare it to the section next to it, where there's nothing applied. You know, that's what this is all polished. The whole bonnet was polished, prepped, everything ready for a coating or a sealant or anything. It's just that only these 4 sections got it. So if you go to all that work and polish your car and don't apply a quality sealant, coating, or wax, or at least something, this is what your paint is going to be like to try and wash and dry after not even 2 months, but this is what it looks like at 2 months. Whereas you got a little bit extra effort to apply one of these products, and that's what it will look like instead. So yeah, very impressive from all of them basically. What I'll do now is move the camera to the middle, zoom out a bit, and I'm just going to go over all of them. And sort of directly compare how you think they're looking. All looking really good. Just off that test, then that rinse, then the Soft 99 is actually standing out to me quite a bit. So it's looking super hydrophobic. But yeah, none of them have, in my mind, changed in the 2 months since we applied, or since we did our first rinse. So yeah, all looking really good. What I'll do now is I'm just going to dry this off so we can do our misting test and check the beads. So let's do that now. Okay, so now that it's dry, before we mist it, I can just point out that there is no water spotting left. So the water spots we had were easily just washed off with just a regular wash. So yeah, with that said, go ahead and rinse, mist function for the hose over all the sections. Try and get similarly sized beads. I think that should about do it. And then we'll swap over to the other camera, come in nice and close. So start over this side on the Meguiars section. So I seem to have gotten, the closer I stood, the heavier section, and it seems like I went more heavy over this side. Yeah, if we come up here, the beads for the Meguiars, super tight, looking good. Then into the Carpro Cquartz Lite section, same thing, I went up a little heavy, so you can see some of the larger beads. But as we get up, same thing with the Meguiars, as we get up into the smaller ones, you can see they're very, very round. So it's like these larger ones on both sections, not quite perfectly round, maybe because there's more water in them, but if you compare to the uncoated section over here, there's your difference. So yeah, those Meguiars and Carpro looking good. Then we have the Gyeon. Yeah, they're all pretty similar. Heavier beads down the bottom, and nice, tiny little tight ones up the top. Last up, the Soft 99. So yeah, all beading up really nicely. Again, to compare uncoated, just large, not round, water just pooling up basically, to nice round beads in the protected areas. So clear difference, you can see. So yeah, what I'll do now is grab the hose again, and starting off at the Soft 99, we're going to hold the mist function on. That's what I do every time. gives a really good indication if they are starting to kind of stick. So you can see as that water hits, it is instantly repelled, making these beads. And compare it to here, it just sticks as we move across. So the soft 99, looking really good. And for the Gyeon, same thing, looking incredible as well. Instantly repelling that water away. Look at the instant beads you get, nice and close. Looking really good. And the Carpro, also very, very nice. There's not too much of a difference. I'm trying to not look through the camera screen, trying to see if I can just see better with my eyes, a difference between these two. But I mean, not really. They're both looking really good. And then the Meguiars, looking really good too. Meguiars has been very impressive. This product is really expensive here in Australia. You get it on sale, but still it is more expensive than every other product here. But it is really impressive. If we got it cheap like people in the UK and the US and potentially other countries do, I've just had people in those countries comment and say they can get it really cheap at clearance stores. I would pick up a lot of them if I could get them at like $20, $30 like they seem to. It is really, really good. So easy to apply too. So, but yeah, as we move across all of them, let me know if you think there's a difference between any of them. I mean, they're like all looking so good that I'm not going to go ahead and say I think any are looking more hydrophobic than others. They're just all looking great. So that's 2 months in. Now that's what you'd expect. I expected it, but I've had other products that claim to last a year and we're at, the 1 month mark and they're already looking terrible. So I'm glad, as expected, that they're all doing as they should at 2 months. So yeah, 2 months in, this is looking good. I think we'll possibly leave it for another month. I'll do a 2.5 month wash off camera, so in 2 weeks, unless you guys want me to do the 2.5 month update, but I think it's going to be no real change. I think we're better off doing every month for now, and then every 2 weeks as it starts to get deeper into the test where we're really starting to see products changing, starting to fail. So yeah, I'll end it there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Always like making these types of videos. I do find it quite fun to just sort of compare products. So if you're enjoying it, make sure you give the video a thumbs up down below. Leave me a comment, let me know your experience with any of these products. And yeah, subscribe if you're not already to keep updated on this series and any other videos that I release. But with all that said, until next time, I'll catch you guys later.